The UAP task force was refused access to a broad crash retrieval program. These are retrieving non-human origin technical vehicles, call it spacecraft if you will, non-human.
Y'all, it's Throwback Thursday, so let's take a look back at some of the craziest UFO videos. Today we're checking out insane UAP sightings like the alleged return of the Jellyfish UFO, as well as a giant UFO captured through a freaking telescope, which I think it's wild when you see them through the telescope, because it's like, how massive are they if they're flying up there in space? And we're going to be seeing some of the strangest UFO sightings ever. So don't forget to comment below with your favorite sighting of this video. Enjoy. UFOs are popping up all over the place. We've seen them going in and out of volcanoes. We've seen them flying across the night sky and in broad daylight. Hell, we've even seen them on Mars. They're literally taking over the night sky, and still we have no answers from our government as to what these things are. We hear that they've captured some of these crafts and retrieved biological entities, or I guess biologics, from crash sites, but we never get answers. And now a new UFO has appeared that looks very similar to the strange Jellyfish UFO that blew up last year that came from military surveillance. The uploader points out that it not only reminds him of the Jellyfish UFO, which it does me too, I can see the similarities, but that it also looks like the jetpack man that they tried to blame the Peru Pelacara incident on. And it really does. Like, this sighting is so strange. It comes from Congress 22 and it happened March 21st of 2025. This occurred in Saladin, Iraq. Check out the video and let me know what you think.
يا سبحان الله شيء طاير بالهواء شنو هذا الله اكبر الله اكبر الله اكبر شنو هذا هذا زمن شنو؟ شكل زمن هذا تبع عليه زيت شنو هذا؟ ايه جاي يصور والله بيتصل شنو هذا؟ لا مو بيتصل جاي جاي وين؟ جاي والله لا مو بيتصل شنو هذا؟ ما اعرف شنو هذا العش احمر ومنقش
I think that's very strange, and it was moving pretty quickly. It genuinely did look like a person on a jetpack, which, I mean, also makes no sense. I even got a little close up and you could see that it wasn't a person. It did look like a weirdly shaped craft, but dude, what the hell is going on in our skies? Like, did you see how close, well, I mean, I guess the zoom helped, but how close it was to the civilians in this video? We need some answers. And sorry guys, I'm a little sick, hence the lack of recent videos and the nasally sound. Next, we have a sighting that we may know the answer to, but it's still interesting. I want you guys to look at it because it may have been debunked, and I'll talk about that in a moment. Mick West was the person who debunked it, or allegedly did, but I want you guys to see it first and choose for yourself. This is a UFO sighting. I believe they were on a boat when they saw this one, and it looks very interesting. Check it out.
What in the hell is that? Did you see that? Oh my god! Oh my god, it just went straight to the water. Oh my god.
Hold on.
Where'd it go?
I still see glowing in the water. It's
I've heard.
Now, as strange as that looked, Mick West claims that it was just a seagull, and he did upload an enhanced clip, which I will show you, that showcases his proof of that, or it demonstrates what he thinks is proof. And genuinely, it does look like it. He's not wrong. However, it did look like he was moving very quickly. And I know some people say that these things can change shapes to try and trick people. So I'm going to show you guys Mick West debunk video. But I want you guys to let me know in the comments. Do you think it's just a seagull? Or do you think it's actually a UFO? And the original clip came from UAP Kappa on Twitter, and then of course the debunk was from Mick West. Next, we have an older clip that has surfaced of two UAP flying a pair seemingly in unison. This happened in Northeast Indiana in 2016, and it was uploaded by NVBC for Life. Check this out and let me know your thoughts in the comments. In my opinion, that definitely looked like two Tic Tac UFOs flying parallel and in unison. They look like, I don't know, it just looks so eerie. I'm watching it again. And they don't look like they have wings. It doesn't look like airplanes. They are oddly in sync. And they do look like just little elongated pills. That's very weird. And again, that happened September 2nd, 2016. So it's a little bit of an older clip, but it just goes to show that we've been seeing stuff like this for a while. UFOs are everywhere. They're being seen in every country and even on other planets, which is absolutely insane. What's good about this uptick in sightings is that more and more people are getting interested in the UFO phenomenon, and more people are prepared to actually capture these things on camera. That's why I'm very excited to showcase this incredible UFO sighting with you today. One that was actually captured through a telescope, and it looks absolutely crazy. It's honestly probably one of the best UFO captures to date. Now, before we jump in, a little backstory. This was posted by Particular Check 879 on Reddit. He said this happened around March 10th, 2025, around 7:37 p.m. in São Paulo, Brazil, when some amateur astronomers were trying to capture a glimpse of Mars through their telescope. Instead, they captured an unidentified flying object, and it's very interesting to say the least. I mean, we're getting a close-up of what looks like this disc surrounded by lights with like an orb or something of light. It doesn't look like a beam of light. It looks like an orb of light on the bottom. Check this out.
Nossa, que da hora!
Isso aqui eu nunca vi, não.
Eu sei que é uma estacionária por causa do fogo. O fogo é normal assim. Mas agora as luzes na frente eu não sei. Da hora! Isso é muito legal.
Dá uma olhada aqui no telescópio aqui.
Você conseguiu regular ele?
Que estranho.
Se eu tivesse com o celular, eu ia tirar foto.
guys, this sighting is incredible. I can't believe what we're seeing. And then the fact that they're taking it through a telescope, so in the distance you can kind of see some stars if you actually pay attention. I'm blown away. I know we don't have a point of perspective or a point to kind of give it perspective, but they were trying to capture this glimpse of Mars. So they were powered up to like look at the red planet, meaning this thing is probably flying around space right now. It's probably up there right now, zipping around doing God knows what. That's so cool to me that we actually got one so close up and through a telescope. UFOs are being seen everywhere, even and especially around nuclear disasters, something that we've seen a few times before. With that and orbs circling our military infrastructure in our airports, it really makes you wonder what's going on. So today we're going to check out some of the strangest UFO sightings, starting with this strange disc-shaped UFO that was captured by Carl Angus 2025. This thing is eerily just hovering over the sky, then starts flying off into the distance until it disappears. At first, I was a little skeptical, but then as it started going through the phone lines and wires, you could see that it was actually being broken up by these phone wires, and that would have been a pain in the butt to create, I'll just say that. Check it out and let me know your thoughts. I don't know, again, the phone lines, I feel like give it a little credence, but skeptical because it seemed like it was just sitting there before he started recording, and then it only started moving when he zoomed in. Then again, maybe it realized it was being recorded. Next, we have a strange anomaly in the sky posted by Mark Gadala Maria, who actually doesn't know what it is, and he says he looked up and sees this strange UFO and wonders if it's a comet, space junk, or something extraterrestrial. Let me know in the comments what you think it is.
What the literal fuck? Bro, am I high as fuck right now? What the fuck? Bro, it's like a shooting star. Bro, we got to die. What the little fuck is that, Mark? It's gotta be SpaceX or Cape Canaveral or something. Bro, there's something blinking above. Bro, that's 100% UFO.
That was a really interesting sighting. It did look like some of the rocket launches. Actually, it looked like one of the rocket failures, but we're not going to get into that. However, it could have been anomalous. There wasn't enough detail to tell. Next, UFO Mania has posted an insane large dark triangle recorded over China yet again. This time it happened March 4th of 2025. This took place in Guangdong, China, but I want you guys to remember when you look at this, we've seen several of this particular type of UFO over China, sometimes over other parts of the world, but we've seen quite a few happen in China. And I find it very strange and ominous each time. Smash like and check this out.
2025年2月7日晚，广东一网友无意拍到云层中惊现的诡异云朵，仿佛奥特曼的一双眼睛注视着。大家看看是不是很像一双凝视大地的眼睛？
Personally, I find that so eerie, and anytime that we see one of these shadow in the sky type UFOs, it looks almost like a portal, and it makes me kind of uncomfortable. Now, with all of the political nonsense and wars going on in the world, we know that there is tension everywhere. So I find this next sighting extra strange because I know that both Russia and Ukraine are very keen on keeping an eye in their skies. So to see this craft pop up in Moscow on January 31st of 2025 is very flooring, and the craft is very strange indeed. Take a look and let me know your thoughts.
Got исследовал он потом становился. А потом они эти грибы по этим ячейкам начнут спускаться и падать вниз. Вот так колышется, потом по одному начнут вот так приходит этот самый полосочка. Настя.
Другой летает, тут много чего не видно. Что видно в телефон, да. Какой-то, блядь.
Now I definitely find that strange, but I found it weirder that the lights turned red, white, and blue at some point, and I'm like, is this some sort of message? Next, we have a resurfaced video from the 2011 Fukushima disaster. It actually shows UFO and UAP gathering around a nuclear disaster, something that we still don't know why. I mean, we don't know what they're doing ever, but especially for these particular moments when they're around explosions, disasters, bomb testing, what are they checking out? I'm so floored. I want to know more, y'all. Take a look and let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I find that fascinating and honestly quite mesmerizing, especially how they kind of all merge into one at the end. I really hope that they are like cleaning the air or helping us out in some way, because otherwise, I don't know, that's just weird. Why over a nuclear disaster? Like I said before, anytime that we see these incredible clips, we get a few answers and fascination, but it leaves us with more questions. Absolutely crazy, and there's only more wild sightings to come. Y'all, smash subscribe if you haven't already, because we have more UFOs on the way. I'll see you next time.